Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to Reading and Arts with Recreation. I am Mrs. Michelle, and the book I'll be reading today is The Penguin Who Wanted to Sparkle by Kath Smith. One moonlit night, Mommy Penguin's egg went crack. A tiny beak appeared, then a head, followed by two tiny wings and a pair of orange feet. A fluffy little penguin chick called Pip hopped out. "Pretty sparkles," she squeaked as she gazed up at the sparkly stars in the sky. Then Pip saw a lot of funny fish jumping out of the ocean waves. Splash! They were all shiny and sparkly. "I want to sparkle too," squeaked the little penguin excitedly. You see all the fish jumping? Let's see what happens next. Soon it began to snow. Pip watched the snowflakes floating down, sparkling as they fell. "If I can catch some, I can sprinkle them on my feathers," she thought. "Then I will sparkle too." Pip ran around, trying to catch the snowflakes, but they just melted on her wings. "Where have the sparkles gone?" she worried. Where do you think they went to? Let's see. Pip found a bank of powdery white snow. It twinkled in the moonlight. "Now I will sparkle," she cried, rolling over and over in the snowy drift. But the moon disappeared behind a cloud. The snow stopped twinkling, and Pip's feathers didn't sparkle one tiny bit. What do you think happened? Let's see. "Maybe I can catch a sparkly star," thought Pip, jumping up and down. But she couldn't reach one, however hard she tried. Poor Pip felt very sad. You see her jumping up trying to catch the stars? Let's see what happens next. "What are you doing, Pip?" asked another penguin. "Why do you look so sad?" "I'm trying to catch some sparkles," Pip explained. So they all tried to help. They hopped and they jumped, they rolled and they wiggled, but they couldn't catch any sparkles, however hard they tried. Let's see what happens next. Just then, a friendly whale swam by. "All that jumping and rolling about looks very tiring," he laughed. "Why don't you come and slide on my back instead?" Everyone agreed this was a wonderful idea, even Pip. One by one, the penguins whooshed down the whale's back and landed in the glittering sea. Splash! You can see they're all on the whale's back. Pip hopped out of the water and shook her wet feathers in the sunshine. "Look!" cried the other penguins. You're sparkling all over. Pip danced happily in the snow. So that's how you sparkle, by having fun in the sun. Come on, everyone. Let's have another go. What a beautiful story. Pip finally sparkled. Now, Miss Sam is going to show you how to make your own sparkly penguin at home.
Thank you so much, Miss Michelle, for reading that lovely story, and that really inspired me. So today we're going to make our own sparkly penguin at home just using some household items that you might have laying around. For this craft, you'll need cotton balls, 2 small pieces of black paper for the wings, some black acrylic paint, and 3 pieces of orange paper, a pencil and a marker, black preferred, but you can use any colors that you want, 2 googly eyes, I picked blue, and some glitter to make your penguin sparkly, a paper plate, some paintbrushes, tacky glue or any kind of Elmer's glue that you may have at home. And we want to make sure that we have something to protect our table and maybe something to keep our paint on so that we don't make a mess at home. So first, we are going to paint our paper plate black because our penguins are usually black, but you can be creative at home and make whatever color penguin that you'd like. But today we're going to use some black. So with my paintbrush, I'm just going to fully coat my paper plate, going in a circular motion, making sure that I get all the ridges and all the white covered up. And you can start with 1 coat and you can add coats as you go. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this up. So over here in Cleveland, we're going to be experiencing some snow. So this is a nice craft to do while we're stuck inside. So here I go, getting all those little white pieces of the plate covered up. And I use my big brush because it's a lot faster, but anything you may have at home works for me. So this would make a lovely holiday gift or decoration. Okay, so we have our paper plate all painted up. And in order to do our next step, we're going to set this to dry for about 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm going to set this aside for now, and we're going to wash our brush and we'll be right back.
If you are in need of food for you and your family, you can call the Greater Cleveland Food Bank at 216-738-2067. They are open Mondays through Friday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and offer services that can help you locate food immediately and apply for benefits, including food stamps. Visit their website at findfoodbank.org. You can also reach out to the Hunger Network of Greater Cleveland by calling 216-619-8155 or by visiting their website, hungernetwork.org. The Cleveland Metropolitan School District is also providing meals to children at 22 locations. Call 216-838-0000 or visit their website, clevelandmetroschools.org.
Welcome back to Reading and Arts with Rec. So our paper plate has now dried, and we are going to start the gluing process. We're going to get our googly eyes out and our glue. So I'm going to put 2 dots of glue here. Set that aside. And I'm going to give that a good press. I'm going to hold it down for about 5 seconds. I'm going to get my other eye on there. Now I've got 2 silly eyes. Next, I'm going to get my little orange piece of paper and I'm going to fold it in half to make the beak. Now I forgot to mention my scissors before, but I have some adult-sized scissors here. So at home, if you're doing this with the kids, make sure that you use special safety scissors, or make sure that a parent is helping you when you're doing this part, okay? Always want to be safe when we're doing crafts. So I'm going to cut out a triangle. And the way I cut it is so that the beak can open. And I'm going to put a little dot of glue on the bottom of my triangle here. And I'm going to place that in the middle. Now you've got a happy penguin face. The next thing I'm going to do is give him some wings. So I have my 2 pieces of black paper, and what you can do to make your wings exactly the same is place your 2 pieces of black paper on top of each other, and we're going to draw a nice curved line so that it'll look just like wings. So it's kind of hard to see on camera, but basically what you're going to do is draw a smile and a frown. You want to make a nice ovally shape. Once you kind of get a nice little drawing going on to trace, you're going to use your scissors to carefully cut out that oval. Get the other side. And by doing that special cutting trick that I showed you, you should have 2 perfect set of wings. Now I'm going to kind of place my wings on to see where I want them to go. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue lining my wing. Place it on, make sure I press it down really good. I'm going to get the other side here, same as before. Put some glue on your wing. Okay, now we have our wings glued onto our penguin. He's looking good so far, I think. The next part we're going to do is give him little feet. So I have my 2 other orange squares here, and what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to place them right on top of each other. And I'm going to make a semicircle, which is a half circle, kind of like a rainbow. And I'm going to do that. Use my marker so you guys could see a little bit better at home. So I've drawn my semicircle. I'm going to carefully cut along that line. I'm gonna have my any sort of line kind of facing on the back, so we have some nice cute little feet. So we're gonna put some glue on the back of our semicircle. You don't need a lot. And we're gonna carefully pat that down. Same thing for the other side. We have our lines on the back, so you don't see them on the front. I'm gonna pat that down. Clean up any extra glue, but that'll dry clear. So this is what we have so far. He's looking cute. All right, next, we're gonna give him a little hat. This is one of my favorite parts. This is where you can really get creative. So I have a little blue piece of paper, and what I'm gonna do is use my paper plate to kind of measure how big my hat's gonna be. So I'm gonna set it down, and I'm gonna draw a line here and here at the ends of the plate, just so I know how big my hat's gonna be. Set him to the side. And in order to get a hat shape, we're basically gonna draw a line going over, a line going over. We're gonna try to get it as symmetrical as possible, but don't fret. This is all for fun. Take that line and connect it. And there's our hat. We're gonna carefully cut that out, going along those lines. And if you need a grown-up to help you, because I know sometimes it's hard to cut a curved line. There, now we've got our nice little hat. So at this point, you can make any kind of design that you want. On this one, I did some snowflakes and a nice little zigzag kind of pattern, but this is where you can get creative at home. But I really like that pattern, so I'm gonna do something similar. So I'm making the ridges of my hat. I'm drawing some lines going down all the way across using my black marker. And then I'm gonna draw a straight line across. I'm gonna draw my little zigzags going up and down. I think I'll do a second line too. And I'm gonna draw some snowflakes. So I make an X and then a line across and then some lines kind of sticking out. And I'm gonna draw a couple of these. But again, you can draw polka dots, hearts, anything that you like. But in the story, I remember they were playing in the snow and it was making them sparkle, so that inspired me to make some snowflakes today. One more. My line's coming out, and then I'm gonna finish off with a couple more little zigzags here. There. I think it looks pretty good. What do you think? So now, I'm gonna take my hat, gonna kind of position it where I want it to be before I glue. And I'm going to put a band of glue on the bottom of the hat. kind of going to make a squiggly line so that I make sure that I have enough. And I'm going to press it down, and I like that my eyes match my hat. Very good. So he needs a little puff ball on the top of his hat here. So I'm going to take one of my cotton balls, put some glue on the cotton ball, just all over, and stick that on top. Give it a good press. And you can fluff out your cotton ball so it looks nice and fluffy. He's looking so cute. My favorite part's coming up. I think it'll be your favorite too. So now we're going to add some cotton balls to the belly. And it doesn't matter how many you use, but you want to kind of fill it up. So I put a little dab of glue and some cotton down. You can add a little bit more if you need. And I'm just going to kind of go in a circular motion here. We're going to add some glue and grab a cotton ball. And we're going to keep going until we fill up the whole bottom row here by his feet. Glue and a cotton ball. And we're probably going to do 2 to 3 rows. And then the fun part. And you can always kind of fluff out your cotton balls to make it look really nice as you go. But we're going to try to fill up all these little spaces. And the type of glue that I prefer is this tacky glue. It's a nice, strong holding glue. One more on the top. All right, so we're going to work on our last row here. Add some more cotton balls as we go. And if you are interested in more crafts like these, you can always give us a call here at Cadell Fine Arts. We teach lots of arts and crafts classes, ceramics classes, all sorts of things here that you might be interested in. To find out what's available, you can give us a call at 216-664-4183 for more information on that. Okay, so we have completed our penguin belly here. It's nice and soft. And now, to kind of tie into our reading, we're going to add some glitter to make our sparkly penguin. So we are going to put a bunch of glue all over our cotton, because wherever you put your glue is where your glitter is going to stick. So I'm going to put a whole bunch because I want a lot of glitter. All over. Yeah, let's do a lot. I'm gonna set that to the side. And here I have some fake snow that I got from the dollar store, but you can use any kind of glitter that you might have at home. So what I'm gonna do is kind of use my fingers here, and I'm gonna sprinkle that onto the glue. Make sure you cover it really nicely so that you're not missing any spots. And you can always add more or less. It all depends on what your preferences are. But I like a nice, sparkly penguin. Once you have all of your glitter on, you want to kind of tap off the excess, and you can always use it for another project. And there we have it, guys. There's our sparkly penguin. Doesn't he look cute? I think I'm going to hang this up in my house for the winter season. We'd like to thank you for tuning in with us today, for the reading with Miss Michelle and arts with me, Miss Sam. From my heart to yours, I hope you have a lovely winter season, and we hope to see you again soon. Bye.